Thank you so much for listening to Roll for Focus. Don't forget to rate and review us wherever you listen. And if you want to support us more, you can subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/rollforfocuspodcast. Or if you can't afford to subscribe to us full time but still want to help, you can go to our Ko-fi and make a one-time donation. Enjoy the episode!
Hello, welcome to Roll for Focus. With me I have...
Mars, pronouns he, they. I'll be playing Rokain, our ever-changing fight Barian. He, they. No, he, him.
I'm Cody, pronouns she, they, playing our lovely single dad Leon and Ygin, pronouns he, him.
I'm Artemis, pronouns they, them. I'm playing Xelas, the tiefling sorcerer, pronouns he, him.
And I'm Henry. Pronouns they, them. I play everyone else in the world. Last time, while still on the boat, discussions were had about the possibility of getting more help, of what could possibly be done regarding these abilities you had.
We checked in with Caxus about an update he could give us on the war map.
Yes. And it was a lot.
It was a lot.
Yes. Checked in with Caxus, which is what led to the we need more hands. How do we get more hands? And then you guys started talking about bloodlines, and Dita, not really knowing what all goes into it, was just throwing shit at the wall.
Kind of concerningly suggesting, hey, we should activate more people. Like, okay, Dita. How do we do that?
Hey, she is the ideas woman, not the execution.
Which is weird.
How to.
Because it's usually the opposite.
Look, she has had a lot less time to get used to all this craziness than we have. She's doing her best.
Good job.
But in the hopes that the blood might somehow be important, even if it couldn't activate other people, that it may be able to do something, she said that possibly in the port town you're about to go in, that a gnome by the name of Ronnie Bettlebottom might be there and could perhaps... You're not going to immediately hand over your blood.
No. Not after Tilly demanded it.
Gods no.
Not gonna immediately hand over your blood, but could at least start getting a feel and maybe get some hypothetical theories. Keep him a little bit in the dark at first until you're sure there can be some trust there. If nothing else, it's an avenue to look down, and Dita's just trying to help.
And we know he has a terrible poker face, so the likelihood of him being able to lie is minimal.
And a terrible poker face.
Unless that is also an act.
Unless that is also an act.
He's lost so much gold if that's...
This is a long-term hustle.
Yeah.
Damn.
This is a long-term hustle.
Sometimes that's what you do. You never let anybody know how competent you are.
We ended the episode with you all arriving at port. You'll likely have to spend at least the night here. Because of several factors. One is it's a little later in the day. Two, it does seem that there's a storm coming.
Oh.
Not a major one. Dita mentioned that it looked a little bit like there might be a brewing storm. Which none of you, even Xelas, really saw that. But Dita is even more adept at that than even Xelas is. So most likely you'll be here at least overnight, maybe a little bit longer if the storm is bad, but if it's not bad, probably able to get off by tomorrow. It is about late afternoon when you guys dock.
You said we docked in the middle of the night, early morning.
Oh yeah, never mind. I lied. I'm a lying liar that lies.
Lyingly.
Yeah. But yes, you docked early morning, late night. The town is basically asleep. But yeah, Dita says that with the weather, most likely no one's going out that day. And it's not a bad thing to have a day to sort of look around, maybe resupply, get some information from Ronnie Battlebottom. Again, thank you so much, Kusai's husband. I love saying the words Ronnie Battlebottom. But Dita is going to take off sooner over later, wanting to get ahead of the storm, if possible. So she's either going to leave right away or be, like, stuck with you there over the storm. So she's probably going to leave.
Kind of kick us off the ship and then
Kind of kick us off the ship, but she is going to send a letter with you to Ronnie.
Okay.
To kind of make that introduction. So she writes it really quick. She's like, I was going to stay and give you guys a proper introduction, but I'd like to get home and make sure everyone at Crosspoint is doing okay, and I'd like to beat the storm.
No, that's more than understandable, and we appreciate you getting us this far.
Yeah, Xelas is gonna kind of eye the sky and be safe.
Of course. You know if it ends up getting bad, I know how to hunker down and deal with that. I'm worried about everyone at home, and I apparently have to go yell at our mother. So, really, that's what I really need to get home for.
He just looks worried.
Yeah.
He's genuinely just worried about her and
Yeah.
the storm, and worried about many things. So it's making him
Yeah.
extra worried about other things.
But she hugs you very tight.
Yep, we'll give her a tight hug back.
Gives Rokain a firm handshake. And honestly, Ygin gives you a hug.
That's fine. Ygin will hug.
You guys
Happy
are
to hug.
bros now.
Yeah, we're bros now, and we're huggers. It's fine.
Yeah.
See, I want to be like, drive safe, but then I'm like, boat
Sail
safe?
safe.
Sail
Sail
safe.
safe.
Safe sail home.
Yeah.
Safe sailing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she does. And you wouldn't know that it's like, this is the first major port town, but if it gets really bad, there are other places I can hunker down at on the way. Just it wouldn't have been very beneficial to, like, bring you guys there.
Of course.
But there's places for sailors to dock, and if it starts getting bad, I'll head straight for there.
Okay, good. Thank you for getting us out here, Dita.
Of course. I'm sorry I can't make the introduction.
It's all right.
Better to get out before the storm, yeah.
Yeah. Give Xelas a little kiss on the forehead.
I'll give her another hug and just say I love you.
I love you too. Be safe. Try to find ways to contact me more.
I'll try, yeah.
Okay. She will make sure you're all off the ship safely, that you have everything, and then she will depart.
We all stand on the dock and wave.
I'm not waving that long. We'll give a little, little like, goodbye.
Little
hand wave.
tiny wave.
Yeah.
You gotta describe what you're doing.
I don't know how to describe, just little arm up, just little shake kind of wave.
Like a two little quick shake.
Yeah, just like, bye-bye. One for each syllable.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
How awkward and Rokain.
Yep.
Yeah, Xelas will be big arm wave, but
I was mostly joking, but this is fine.
but he's not standing there for long because gonna
Yeah.
turn to first he's gonna stick ramen in his bag because he doesn't think ramen should be out right now.
No, knowing how hunted Rami Dreju are, probably
Yeah.
best not to have him just out and about.
Here, don't worry. I'll just summon the unicorn. That way they have other things to look at. No.
Okay.
I will not be
You
doing that.
go to put ramen in the bag and just kind of pokes head out like, hey, what? Are we playing a game? What are we...
No, ramen, you need to stay down, please.
For a little bit, it is until ramen gets it. It's this thing of you push down, pops up, and kind of thinks it's a game until it's like, oh, I have to...
Stay in here.
Okay, I'll stay in here.
Yeah. just hang out for now, ramen. He's had a great time just being on the boat. Hasn't had to be in the bag at all.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, we just got worried about him like clinging to the edge of the boat. And it's like, nope, get down. Back on the deck. So, I imagine at most it's just like people who are coming to the docks. That the docks are about the only thing that's awake right now.
About the only thing that's awake. There might be a few, like, early risers, like, fish market people getting some things, especially with a possible storm coming. It's that thing of, oh, well, maybe went out early so we could bring fish in to sell for the day. Like, that's really the only activity happening at the moment.
I would say that still counts as dock activity, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, we could talk to anybody, see about getting a boat to Greenberry, or...
Or at least who to talk to about getting us closer, yes.
Yeah, since most shops aren't going to be open.
Yeah.
Can also, depending on... I know we don't want to stay here longer than we have to, but potentially get an eye on anywhere we could stay if there's no one that can take us until tomorrow or the next day. Kind of gestures for Xelas to take the lead.
And
since-
Xelas, you have more knowledge about what both costs would be. Again, more general, not an 100% exact, but to fill in your companions on maybe what you guys could be looking for in terms of...
I think the question is, Zell's going to be like, do we just want to try sailing ourselves, or do we want to hire somebody else?
I mean, sailing ourselves would involve you doing most of the work, which we don't want with how long that trip would be.
You're still not happy with my knots.
Because they're still not knots.
So,
Whatever.
I mean, I'm willing to do what I can, but again, it's mostly you tell me what to do, which is still doing a lot of the work yourself. So we at least need a hand or two with us, I think.
Okay. That's just going to be...
A little more expensive, yes.
Yeah, well, yes, and then we might not be able to get directly there, depending on who else is buying passage. So it could take longer.
Unfortunately, that might just be how it has to be, unless we can find just a private boat that's willing to take us.
For our private transport, probably be about 6 gold. I'm assuming this means a person, or is that total?
That's a person.
Okay. Because you just said 6 gold / week.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
It's not bad.
Kind of looks at Rokain like, oh, okay.
And that's if there's not any other complications or something to be done
Yeah.
with the crew.
Well, Rokain and I don't give our money away quite as readily as you do, Xelas, so it should be all right.
Yeah, I just, we have to buy the sending scroll too.
I'm aware, but with being in a trading merchant area, I can maybe get us some discounts being part of the guild, and if nothing else, we might be able to barter work for goods as well.
Yeah.
Not only that, we could trade our gear and stuff that we don't need.
Do you have a bunch of gear you don't need?
I don't have much that I don't need.
I've got a few things that we could sell, and he'll kind of motion to the shield that's probably tied to the backpack that you haven't seen him use in a while.
Yeah. That's a really good shield, though.
We have more important things we need.
And it's Rokain's shield to do with as he pleases.
Yep.
But before we start preemptively selling our own stuff, just kind of see what we can find to begin with, and then what kind of deals we can make in the process.
Might be able to get at least a lower price on me if I offer to help work on the ship and everything. Might not help you guys out much, but overall.
I can offer galley work if nothing else.
Yeah.
6 gold's not that much.
And free weapon sharpening.
Yeah. I think it's going to be, he's going to kind of...
Rokain just gets to look pretty.
That's fine with him. He'll pay for a nice room if he wants, if he needs to. He'll go get himself first class if he can.
He's probably going to get the weirdest looks now with his scales and shit on his face.
Honestly, probably.
I mean, I'm sure there's draconic lineage sorcerers
Oh,
out
yeah.
there. They might just think he's more magic-y than he is, or a different kind of magic-y than he is.
No, that's a question. Is there draconic sorcerers with the way dragons are in this world?
Yeah.
Okay.
They weren't always that way.
And bloodline is bloodline. It could have happened decades, centuries ago, and that's just still a bloodline that's running.
And, there are still Dragonborn about who, they aren't descendants from Dragon, but they are in some ways descendant from...
It's kind of the way, like, the Komodo dragons and geckos are kind of in the same family,
Exactly.
even if they have nothing
Like, yes,
similar.
they're not giving the bloodline abilities, but that's just an example of how, like, even though dragons are secluded, there are other draconic aspects to people out there.
And we know people still occasionally travel to Dragon's Horde. They're still saying dragons aren't fucking still.
Yeah, dragons can still be fucking.
I just got the whole thing. I was like, oh, is your ancestor a dragonborn? I'd be like, no, his ancestor was a dragonborn. Mine was a cat.
Just many millennia ago. We've traced our bloodlines back a very long way.
Xelas is going to kind of scan around. I imagine we're kind of more in the working docks area.
Yeah, so right now, you're not in the section, and they probably wouldn't be awake like the actual, like, we are transport boats. They're not really up just yet. But what are up are, like, the working boats, the people who are sailing, like, they might be willing to give you a ride, but again, that's a completely different ball game. They're not. It'd be like Dita giving you giving a random person a ride here instead of you guys. It is not.
And that's not their livelihood, so they'd probably be more expensive to be like, hey, go away from your job to transport us.
And go way out of your way, because I doubt you're sailing all the way to the other side of Sarbos regularly.
Yeah, I think one of our things was, like, potentially seeing would it cost cheaper to go, like, as close or to get dropped off and do overland, and that was one of the things I think we were talking about.
Like, which of these little inlets could we get dropped off at? Ideally, one of these two, because Green
with a shorter land.
Yeah,
travel.
Shorter land travel.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's longer ocean travel that way.
But ocean travel tends to be... Unless we get horses or something, it will be faster than us walking.
Yeah.
I've got a unicorn. It's faster for me.
And I can turn into a horse.
Hey, there we go!
I've established Ygin doesn't want any of you writing him in any meaning of the word, but...
Oh, sorry.
Okay, I'll walk. Bye. See you guys.
A couple weeks.
Yeah. I don't know if there's much point in asking the people around this working area, because, like, they might know some, but they're not, it's not their focus and everything.
No, but they at least might be able to direct us towards someone to talk to. They might know who best.
I was above board, but yes.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
But yeah, either way.
Yeah, I think it's going to be, can I see the other, like, because he's been here before. He knows where, like, the passenger side is and everything.
So the passenger side is a little... This is very solidly the working docks.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a whole dock town, but you'd have to go a little more into the bustling trade part of the city. This is very solidly... We're here to work. We fish. We do this. We scavenge. Whatever it is, our job is.
Yeah.
The most you'll get here, even even business-wise, the only things you're getting here is people who sell things for the ships going out or sell what the ships are bringing in. So, like, even business-wise, this is very firmly work. So you'd have to go a little deeper in to... Not the residential area, but the
kind of bazaar area.
Yeah, you'd have to go deeper in, and that's where things like the shops, the inns, the things like that are gonna be, and also the docks near that, because obviously people that focus on transport work are going to be where the tourists and the hustle and bustle of things are.
Xelas is just like, I'm inclined just to head over to more of the transport side. They won't be as active, but there's going to be some up and about and everything.
All right. Well, you're the most familiar with Tornal, so feel free to lead the way.
And yeah, he'll start heading then.
Yeah. It's definitely that thing of if people are up, they're gonna be like the green hands. They're gonna be the newbies that have to do like basic ship maintenance and the ass crack of dawn type thing.
Yeah, but they should know. Oh yeah, we're planning to sail tomorrow, or we're planning to sail today.
Because that is another thing you have to take into account. Not just storms, that a lot of these transport places have schedules.
It's like, let's go tour the islands sort of thing. Or
Yeah,
we're
like a
gonna take you
private
to
one-
another place.
Yeah, a private one will kind of go wherever you want to go, but then it also might be like, yeah, we don't set sail until this day because that's when our entire crew is ready to go.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you get top service by paying top dollar, but that means we need to prepare that top service. But you do go out and you do see there's a bunch of different things, like where the barges are, which I think you've all solidly decided you don't want to fuck with a barge because that's going to take...
Unless we
3
have
weeks.
to, but yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
No.
That's going to take a while. They're probably the most active in the morning because they're the most, like, daily or, depending. And then you see a few others that are, like, smaller passenger boats. And then if you go... Because, again, Xelas, you'd know where to look specifically for the private transports. There's a lot less options when it comes to private transport because that's more of a luxury, exclusive sort of deal. So you have 3 options when it's come to that. 2 of them you know, Xelas, just by reputation. Obviously, you've never, like, chartered them. But you know by reputation. 1 of them you've never heard of. But, new people open new ventures all the time. The 3 ships... 1 second, I have them down here. I'll say the 2 you know first, and then the...
Meanwhile, Cody's conspiracy theory evolved already. The one you don't know is a bad guy, and we need to get on it and kill them. Not just, new tourist venture that's moved in recently.
The 2 you know, one is called Serenity, and the other is called Tempest. And then the last one is called Unsinkable 2.
I'm guessing that's 2 as in the number 2.
Yeah.
As in the first unsinkable done did sink.
No, they just have 2 unsinkables. Again, it's probably... Sailors have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Most likely there wasn't an actual unsinkable one. Knock on wood.
Xelas doesn't put that past it though, but
No.
he does look amused a little bit when he sees Unsinkable too. But I think he's gonna, between Serenity and Tempest, is there one that looks like it'd be faster?
So the better boat is definitely the Tempest. It's, as a boat itself, just a solid, like, kept up, primo maintenance. It's definitely nicer to look at too. However, because you know these reputations, the Tempest has a fucking rotating cycle of crew. It's not, a solid work numbers. Some people say it's because the captain, which is about the only thing that stays the same, is a bitch, but maybe the owner of the Tempest itself, because of course the people who actually own these boats aren't the one, a lot of times not the one that are actually captaining the boat. But yeah, they're not usually the ones always, they're the funders. This is just an extra income for some rich person. Yeah. And the Tempest is that sort of thing. So either the owner is a bitch, the captain is a bitch, it's back and forth on who, but that crew cycles a lot. Whereas the Serenity may not be the fanciest ship. It's good, it's maintained. It's just not as luxurious, but that has a solid crew that's been together for like 20 years. Obviously there's some change happening as people, new
retire,
people come in,
get injured,
yeah,
kind of thing.
I mean, he's not looking for luxury. He was literally looking for speed and ability.
The Tempest will be the fastest, but as a boat, just as a boat, it is the better boat. The crew is not.
The crew is as important as the ship.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So the crew, it's like, it could be a great crew, it could be a shitty crew. It is roll of the dice, whereas the Serenity, they have a solid crew, even if it's not the fastest boat.
Yeah. The speed may be made up for with competency, sort of thing.
Yeah, and that's where Xelas's mind is. The Tempest technically would be faster, but if she's got a bad crew at the moment, it's gonna eat away at any of that. So yeah, I think it's going to be he. Is there anybody working around the Serenity right now?
There is one kind of gangly teenager, seemingly is fully battening down the hatches at the moment. Clearly a green hand, but seems competent in the way, sort of making sure everything's secure for a storm. So, at the very least, you know the Serenity is not going anywhere today. They're taking precautions, which makes sense from what you know of the Serenity. But yes, there is someone. No one's at the Tempest, except for like a guard, because it's a very nice boat. And then there's 2 people at the Unsinkable, too.
Hey, maybe it's referring to the few people. They're unsinkable.
They're unsinkable.
Yeah!
The ship may go down, but the captain won't. Captains won't.
Yeah. Oh, and I'll also say the captain of the Serenity has a great reputation. She's top-notch. She's like someone who used to... She's retired from... One, she owns the Serenity, unlike the Tempest, which is, you know, owned elsewhere from some random rich person. The Serenity is owned by her, and she actually used to sail for the Queen. Neat. So she has a very decorated service. Very well respected. So that's also an upside. Not that the Tempest doesn't have a good captain. He just might also be a bitch.
No, I think Xelas, it's going to be, you know, kind of sweep eyes over, pinpoint the 3 boats and everything, and then narrow down from there. I think we should try that one, indicating the Serenity. I think we should try that one first. Got a good crew, usually. The captain used to actually sail for the Queen. Looks like they're not going to be sailing out today, indicating the worker. But,
understandable if there's a storm coming in, like Dita said.
yeah. But we can ask them if they've already got passenger and plans. And if not, we can see about finding where the captain is and potentially hiring them.
All right. I trust your judgment on this, Xelas. If you think that's the best, we can talk to them.
I think it's where we start.
All right. And Ygin did have the passing thought of, if she used to sail for the Queen, when was that? And does fucking... Oh, my bestie's name. I've lost it.
Lexori?
Lexori, thank you. And if she knows Lexori.
Yeah, so Xelas, if Rokain doesn't have any...
Oh, Rokain was going to say just... I mean, that boat looks nicer, but you're the boat guy. As he mentioned, or like motions towards Tempest, because, you know.
Not as good of a crew, though. So, she's faster, but if you got inexperienced hands working it, it's going to take up any speed.
Yes, and then you get bows as nods.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying.
Gets a little clap on the shoulder from Ygin.
But yes, you approach the Serenity, and that is where we'll go to break. Bye.
Bye. Hey guys, we wouldn't be able to do this podcast without the support of our listeners. If you'd like to support us even more, you should head over to Patreon and check us out there at patreon.com/rollforfocuspodcast. You'll get all kinds of cool stuff like our hyper-focus episodes that release on our off weeks where we talk about the episode and our thoughts and predictions about the future of the show. Us playing games in and out of character. You can suggest an NPC or a magic item for Emery to give us in the world. There's some fun canon-adjacent shenanigans and backstory info you can find. And we have 2 mini campaigns running. For patients and higher tiers, we have our side tangent campaigns, where a few of us fell off the train for a little detour into a different storyline. And Play to Your U tier gets our off-topic campaigns, where we all got so off track we fell into an entirely different campaign. And when we get to 50 paid tier patrons, Emery is going to run a one-shot where we play a group of adventurers that run into the ancestors before they became the world-saving heroes we know now. Even more fun, patrons will be able to pitch character concept we'll choose from to build our one-shot characters. You can join for as little as $1 a month, and every dollar we make goes right back into producing our podcast with the hopes we can improve and make it everything our listeners deserve. Thanks!
Welcome back! So yes, you head on up. It's a gangly half-elf boy, just very stringy hair, going through that awkward phase, like acne, and it just... He is the epitome of, oh yeah, my awkward teenage phase. It is. But he's got a big smile when he sees you approaching, and he's like, oh, hey! Hey!
That does make Ygin smile just a little bit.
Morning.
Rokain is judging.
What?
Rokain is
Puberty
judging.
is a thing, my guy!
He's just a little teenage boy wanting to seem like a big, strong man.
Rokain was an adult at 8 years old.
That's not how
No,
that
that is not how that works!
You're barely an adult now!
You maybe were treated like an adult, but you had your puberty.
Did he?
If he hasn't, you're about to have
Everyone goes through puberty, my guy! You went through it when you were like 20, normally.
If you haven't had puberty, we need to stop making jokes about Xelas and Rokain. Ew.
No.
Cause just and not necessarily still an adult. Just some people have low hormones and they come through later.
Yeah.
He's still an adult, just he hasn't fully developed yet.
No, Rokain has
physically.
gone through puberty.
Yeah, so don't judge
It was
this
just a
boy.
very long time ago.
Rokain judges everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Morning. We're looking to get passage on a ship. Is this one already booked? With
I don't really deal with the
We know you don't make the plans. We just need to know if there are already any in place.
not that I know of. I'm not even on the ship. I'm training. I'm just the ship hand right now. But it as far as I know, we don't. Or we might have had some inquiries, but the captain or the first mate kind of go through those and pick the best bid. We have our base price, and then sometimes they get upbid if people really need to get somewhere.
yeah. Are you on a schedule to be leaving anytime soon already? That you know?
Not that I know of. I know the soonest we're gonna go out is obviously not today. And then it'll be a question of how long the storm lasts. But from what I hear, the captain at least isn't gonna go out today or tomorrow. And then by the end of tomorrow, we'll know if there's still any reason to wait around. But also, like I said, I think we have a few bids, so that choice also has to be made.
Where can we find the captain then to talk to her about that?
Oh, well, the office wouldn't be opened yet, but kind of points across the street where there are some offices that, the work of these ships are done out of.
Kind of the travel agency office, basically.
Yeah, we'll be there. She, or if not her, then the first mate.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Hope you have good.
You too, son. Sweet boy.
Yeah, as you go, it goes, hope you have a good... What is that?
As we're turning to leave, too, just hope we're having a good.
Yeah,
Leave him alone.
Yeah, you
He's
just
trying.
hear him muttering, have a good... What was that? Just because he was cute? Come on!
Honestly, I don't even think Xelas clocks any of that.
Yeah.
He's just thinking about what they need to do.
The passive perception alone
Yeah.
from Ygin, he catches it and giggles to himself internally.
I think he's gonna go to actually the two people on the Unsinkable too. In that case, just because it doesn't hurt to find
Yeah.
out.
And I will say, just by looking, it's a solid ship. Obviously, you don't know everything. It doesn't have the bells and whistles of the Tempest, and therefore, doesn't have the reputation of the Serenity, but it is just judging on the ship, a solid ship.
I'm not walking up to a decrepit-looking ship that looks like it's gonna about to keel over
it is.
on us.
It is clearly, and it's newer too, and you can tell that.
Interesting.
I don't know about this one.
Why?
It says unsinkable. Usually people do that whenever...
Unsinkable.
Two. Yeah,
Bad.
that's... I don't trust this one.
It's probably just in good fun a little bit.
There tends to be humor, but there's also two people up there, so maybe they're talking about themselves.
It doesn't hurt to at least gather information.
He's got the press X to doubt face. I don't believe it.
Bombastic side eye.
Yeah. Which I will say, if it is the two of them, and it's just the two of them, it'll probably be cheaper because that means they don't have like a full
Crew
service
they have
crew
to pay
and
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it might also mean you'll have to do a little more work on the ship, or that they might be slower too just because of the lack of crew and
But again,
ability
that's
to
where
rotate.
Xelas comes in and can help.
Yeah, and Ygin would be helpful to
I'm at least a muscle. It's like, tell me what to do and I will do it. Like,
Yeah. just the warning of if it is only those two, it is not unlikely that it comes with a price advantage, but possibly a disadvantage.
Yeah.
But again, gathering information is never a
Yeah.
bad thing, just in general.
Yeah. What are those two doing?
You see one. Again, they also look like they're battening down the hatches, not as firmly as the Serenity. In the Serenity's like, we are staying docked like for a day, for two, and we are settling. This is more like, okay, we're getting it set so that it won't come to harm, but we'll be able to undo this quick and go if we need to go, sort of deal. You see one of them is checking the outside of the ship, just making sure there's nothing
loose that'll
Nothing
like, fly
loose,
away in a
nothing-
storm.
nothing that'll do that. And then one is focusing on the inner, like battening down the hatches, the sails, closing up the doors and stuff. And the one on the outside sees you approaching. They look up. They're a dwarf, sort of golden blonde hair, just like the dimpliest of cheat. Like, honestly looks like Chris Evans if he was a dwarf.
Okay.
just that good old American boy, golden boy sort of thing, and sort of looks up and goes, "Oh, hey there.
Good morning.
Morning. We're interested in hiring a ship to take us. Do you already have anybody?
Nope, we're free. As of now, we're a little bit new, so usually the other two are getting first dibs.
How long have you been in business?
We've been sailing. I've been sailing for a while, but we've just opened up this business. Technically, our first voyage was 6 months ago.
He's not saying that in a way that that's the only voyage.
No, just like the first one that was
Glad
like
you
as a.
Okay.
Egan's like, why technically? That's a weird thing to say. Is technically.
They didn't go out too far.
I think if he sees that, it was sort of it was a family run, so we didn't charge, but it was the inaugural.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was definitely a
Yeah.
little squinty brow, curious look at
So
the
we've been
technically.
running for 6 months, but if you're talking about the first one that we got paid for, it's been about 5 months.
All right.
Is it only you two then on the ship?
We're the only two consistent right now because we're new. We're starting up. We mostly hire any additional crew we might need, and that we try to make that not affect the cost for you guys too much. But obviously, since we're hiring as need instead of a base price,
You still need to pay your people what they're worth. Yes.
exactly.
Looking at this ship, about how many people does it need to run it? Everybody's not working themselves to the bone, going to drop at
Yeah.
any moment way.
It is definitely of the 3 ships the smallest. So you'd think relatively 5 people, 6 to be like extra, secure in that. So they'd probably have to hire at 3 to 4 people.
Roughly, how much would it be if you could get us to either the Windfall or Grandport and Sawboss?
Kind of considers for a bit. Goes, well, first off, we don't go to Grandport. It's all the business. There's I know there's a lot of tourists and stuff, but they all want to go to Lathe, and we just don't deal with that. We're not going to be the one anyone picks there, know.
That's understandable. We're just trying to get to Greenbury, and so those are the 2 closest ports.
You can see him trying to see exactly where, but he's just like, okay, closest port. I don't need to know the exact.
Yeah.
Goes, to get you to Windfall, depends on the crew we hire 100%, but Depending on the crew, anywhere from 5 to 7 apiece.
I assume gold.
Yes.
Copper.
If you're, yeah, it does kind of smiles and goes, that is the general assumption if you're getting private travel. I get the need to ask, though.
Have to ask. Also a
No.
businessman. I understand.
Yeah. Look, we're new. We're not underselling ourselves that much.
Just have to make sure you have to ask.
I'll say no matter what, it'll be cheaper than you get with the Tempest.
Yeah, we're probably not going to go for the 10.
They have the whole, I'll admit, we give you personal service, but if you're looking for being catered and stuff.
How long would it take you to get a crew then? And I will say, I have sailing experience, so I can help out.
Oh. We could probably chip down your price then if...
Ygин's learning, but he's a fast learner.
Kind of looks at Rokain.
He is not used to ships.
Crosses arms. I'm used to ships. More so just riding.
He's used to being a passenger on
Yes.
ships.
Oh, got it.
I don't have much in the way of sailing experience, but I'm strong and learn quickly.
You're a big guy.
Weapons are my usual thing that I deal with. But
Well, we don't have much need for
No,
weapons, but, we have basic protection.
yes. I just mean I'm good with I'm a blacksmith is what I mean.
Oh.
By that. I'm good with my hands on that front.
Has a beat of just kind of a smirk, but then goes, I mean, there are things on a ship that could use some metalworking.
So I'm also happy to trade for trade if need be.
With the full capabilities of yourself, we'd want to see some proof of that. I'm sorry, I didn't get any of your names.
Ygin, Xelas, Rokain.
I also have a name.
I
Do
would hope
you?
so. I would hope so.
Yes, my name is Gaddon.
Spell, please.
Gadden. My name's Gaddon. Nice to meet you all. But Xelas would have to see some... Wouldn't just take your word for it. Would want to see the expertise. Probably quiz you a bit.
Yeah, and that's fine. But how long would it take you to get other crew members? Like, what would be the soonest you could sail?
Well, today
With the storm, yes.
we're not doing that. We could spend today if we have a guaranteed contract. We could spend today gathering some people. There's plenty of people waiting to be hired. It kind of depends on... It's going to take a little longer to hire the more seasoned professionals. Hiring a green hand, you can get a bunch of those. We'd want at least, we're not above hiring green hands because, everyone needs this start. But
Don't want only. Green.
exactly. Me and my brother here can, only make up the experience of so much. But we generally like to hire at least one other seasoned veteran of the trade. They take a little longer to hire because there's more negotiation. But if we have a guaranteed contract, we could likely be out by tomorrow afternoon, weather permitting.
Well, I think we wanted to inquire a little more around, but we can let you know an answer later this morning, at the very least.
Absolutely, no problem.
Kind of looks at Xelas for his input on that.
Yeah, Xelas nods in agreement. He does not want to do a guaranteed price right now.
Yeah. Figured we wanted to at least talk to the Serenity's captain first
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
making our decision one way or the other.
They nod and go, most likely my brother will be, in the offices later. I can at least start putting some feelers out. But, the later you make the offer, the later we're gonna be going.
We're
Yes.
planning to go to the Serenity's office as soon as it opens.
Got it. Okay. Well, that's still a few hours from now.
Yes.
But sooner we know, sooner we can get this going. And again, that's just the, fingers crossed thing. Because we want to hire good people.
Of course.
Yes.
We don't want to rush too much. But tomorrow afternoon, day after early morning, dawn rising at absolute latest in that case.
Kind of too zealous more than anything. It's sounds like at minimum 2 days, no matter where we go, at least.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but that's the best we can do with the weather.
We'd rather be overcautious than not cautious at all.
And we understand that entirely.
Rokain nods. It makes sense.
Yeah, let's just sail out in the storm and sink. That'd be perfect.
Fantastic. I'm not high enough wild shape level I can swim yet.
Yeah, kind of goes, unlike, looks at the Tempest. Again, the people who are, like, honest, hard-working folk don't exactly hold a lot of a good for the Tempest. Even if the captain's good or the crew is good, it's just like, you guys are kind of corporate shillouts.
And
but
a hobby ship, yeah.
Yeah, kind of looks up and goes, we don't exactly have, protection charms like they can have on that one. Which I guess is why they can charge 15 gold a person. Well, when it's storming, because they can sail in the storm with some of the protections.
Still sounds like robbery to me.
Hey, it's 10 gold on a normal calm sea day. Like, kind of raises a...
Unfortunately, Rokain's face is not hiding any of his thoughts of just like, 15 gold. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, that's not bad.
And you would know, like, magic protection and storms are good.
That doesn't stop you from getting capsized.
Yeah. It's like, oh, okay, you have a wizard on there to maybe, like, do some mending, and, like, it is helpful. Yeah, of course, but...
Oh, yes, we're all in an air bubble. The ship is still upside down in the ocean. Oh.
It's like, we won't die.
Most likely.
Most likely, because we'll have water breathing and water walk, and so, like, it is worth the thing, but any truly good sailor would be like, no, if there's a storm, you don't bring people who don't have experience out. Like, it's one thing if you have a bunch of people that are experienced and you're going out, sure.
Yeah.
But even still, probably best not to do that thing.
But, like, if you absolutely have to, but a bunch of people who are just passengers, no.
Yeah.
You don't go out in the middle of a storm.
Besides the fact that harder to sail through, then your passengers are going to be sick and upset and whatnot. So,
And who wants to be out on the ocean when it's storming and crazy, when you can't even, like, see all the beautiful sky, the beautiful air? Yeah, no.
Some people just want to get to point A to point B.
Yeah, and it's easier to do that not in a storm.
Yeah. And no one's going on the Tempest just because point A, point B. That is like a full yacht experience of I rented this and we're getting served 4-course meals.
That's doing excursions, not traveling.
Yeah. I think Xelas just... It still sounds like Robert's gonna be like he...
Yeah. No, he's like, no... And Gadden, they obviously agree with you.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Gadden. We'll let you know. Like I said, we're gonna be at the Cerny's office as soon as it opens and find out from there.
Before noon that you get your answer.
Yes.
Yeah. Gets a nod, kind of shakes hand with all of you. Goes, so there'd be, just so you know how it work, because we hire as needed, there'd be a base price. Just in general, of 4 gold from each of you up front, and then we guarantee that from the base price it won't go above 4 more gold than that, no matter who we hire. That's our guarantee, that because our pricing is a little flex, depends on who we hire as the crew. Even if we hire the top sailor in the world, we're not going to charge you an outrageous price out of nowhere. And very rarely does it actually get up to 8 gold.
All right.
Makes sense.
But just want that upfront of the down payment. And then once we have the crew, we'll come to you. We also, as, in your services, that we also come to you sometimes with options that we have for the crew. Which, sometimes people don't really care about, but you being experienced, you'd probably at least like a look, and, you can make choices and stuff based on experience and things of the like. Some people just look at it and they go, oh, that person has 10 years of experience, them. But, we also like to give that option, if that's something you'd like to do, is actually sit down and see the options of who we can hire if we have multiple options.
That surprises Xelas, honestly, frankly. Yeah. But he's like, looks at Ygin, we're looking for quickness, and we definitely don't want the only green hands.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that is a unique service of, like, even people who just hire people, they hire people and they go.
Yeah.
So it is a nice little thing to be like, hey, you're customers. Who do you feel most comfortable transporting you?
Wherever you're going.
Yeah.
That sounds like a terrible plan.
Yeah, it really does. It's like, I don't like the vibe of this.
No, hey, they're not bringing you anyone that's not capable, so even if you're just vibe checking, it's like, fucking fine, because it's not like they're hiring, like, Joe Schmo who's never been on the ocean. So it's like, we're only bringing you options that we know are solid, so...
It's just also, like, they have talked to these people. We could be hiring 2 people that would fucking hate each other and make their lives difficult no matter what their capabilities and experiences are.
You can tell that this is how they're trying to get their edge as a new business.
Okay.
Being like, you can customize your crew.
And to a degree, that he did specify you have sailor experience, so you know what to look for in these resumes, basically.
But it sounds... He was saying, though, that they do this for everybody, and that just sounds like a terrible... I want him, because he's eye candy. And then you spend the entire time fucking, and you don't have a, crew member.
Unless that hot eye candy boy stands on business and is like, I am working. It has to only be when I'm off the clock.
Yeah. It's obviously what they're trying to offer of like, ooh, it's a customizable experience. There were downsides and upsides.
And also, like you said, if there are multiple options, I could see them being like, oh, these bitches don't know what the fuck they want. Yeah, these are our only options, but take a look.
Yeah. I'll say, Ygin, you get the vibe. This person is salt of the earth. They know what they're doing. Gadden knows that, but they also know business. That's the offer. If they're dealing with a stupid client, you have no doubt that they'd
give them the illusion of choice.
Yeah. Just as a businessman, you get that vibe of this person isn't gonna risk their reputation of their growing business because somebody was like, I only want pretty people. You get one pretty person.
And that's me, Gadden says.
Gadden is very pretty.
We have our pretty person quota. We don't need to find another one. It's me.
Hey, Gadden's super pretty.
I don't doubt that, but...
Hey, I said Chris Evans, like...
To the person who doesn't know actors.
I actually know who Chris Evans is.
I was gonna say, there's no way Otimus doesn't know Chris Evans.
Oh, you could say that about so many actors and you'd be wrong, though.
Yeah, but
like, I might know them, but I don't know their fucking names, so...
That's fair.
That's me on a lot of actors.
Yeah.
But anyway, so...
Yeah, I think Xelas, shakes Gadden's hand. It's like, we appreciate it. We'll let you know.
Kind of nods, gives everyone a firm shake of the hand, but gives you a nod, gets back to work.
Yeah. Xelas is going to start heading back towards, like, the offices, shops, whatever, and everything. And he's going to say, the thing that concerns me about the Serenity, if they've got multiple other offers, it's going to be...
pricey.
Yes. But...
It doesn't hurt to talk either way.
No. But I'm just saying, but we still get the more guaranteed crew that's going to be experienced versus...
hirelings.
Yes.
That have 2-3 days of looking for them, yes.
And, yeah, we could pay for the more experience, but then we're going back up in the price. Might as well have done the Serenity.
Mm-hmm. But it doesn't hurt to talk to the captain, get all the information together.
Yeah.
And who knows... And the boy whose name we didn't get didn't seem sure on if that was the fact or not. Just thinks that's what's going on. But either way, we'll just have to... For now, we should look for a place that we can stay while we're here, since we know we're here for at least 2 days.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that's not worried about the price?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, 15 gold per person's not bad.
That's a lot of money, Rokain.
I have a lot of money.
Yes, but we also have a lot of things we want. Sending scrolls are not cheap if they're available here. Even with what we have on us, we may not be able to buy one, and that's if we use all of our money for it. And we can't do
That's
that.
fair.
Which really we need to find a sending scroll and get the price, and that kind of potentially tell us what ship we're getting.
Because at most, despite what Gadden said of it's rarely 8 gold apiece, we're just going to assume it's going to be 8 gold apiece. That's 24 gold right there for that ship.
That's more than what I have right now.
I have 175 right now. And then some other change.
I have 200.
Alright.
You're gonna get your fucking pockets picked.
And then how much do you have, Xelas, right now?
22.
22.
And then some silver.
So we have almost 300 gold right now.
And that could be the price of a sending scroll. Not like this is a huge city that has lots of
Magic.
magic artifact coming through it.
I will say you are in like the shop central. There was exactly one magic shop.
We're already in shop central? Okay. I thought Tornal was bigger than that.
Well, there is bigger. I'm just saying that the ports are near a lot of the transport ports were a lot of near the shopping area because that's where you're gonna get the most traffic.
Because it's all the touristy area, basically.
Yeah, so you're already very much in that area.
I still would not think that we could see every shop and know exactly everything that's there.
Okay, I'll say, Xelas, you know there is only one magic shop.
Okay.
In this entire place. Like, there might be, like, weapon shop that sell magic weapons, but there is only, like, exclusively, like, potions, scrolls, things like that. Only one shop that
And
does
if
that.
there's only one, then that means that it's going to be much expensive because
they don't have the competition.
Yes.
What is that place called?
It's called Scrimey River.
Bad. Grounded.
Yeah, so this discussion is going to chip in of... last time there was really only one specifically dedicated shop for potions, magics, things like that. You know, you might find some things here and there, but that's not their specialty. It was called Scrimey River. Kind of glances towards the sun. I don't think it's open yet, but we can swing by there just to see.
That's fine. I imagine most things aren't open at best. The inns are probably...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the inns are definitely open.
Because those are... People are in and out all the time, but yeah.
Oh, I also have studded leather that I could sell.
Okay. You're not going to get a lot for that since it's used, but okay.
I mean, like 15. It's worth about 25 whenever I got it.
But alright. We can walk by and at least see when they open.
Yes, I think we should do that. And about how many hours is it till when the Serenity's office opens?
You were real vague on middle of the night, early morning, so I was picturing like 3-4 a.m. when we came in, honestly.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was picturing, too.
I was picturing later, like 5 a.m.
But 3-4 hours,
About
8 or
4
9 o'clock.
hours. Yeah, about 4 hours is when most things will start
Opening.
moving and opening, yeah.
No, I thought it was like 5 o'clock, so I was thinking like 2 hours to be 7-ish.
Yeah, 3-4 hours. Some things might open at but most likely the basically travel agency will open in about 4.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, especially with this time, then Scrimey River is very doubtful to be open, but yeah, we can at least swing by.
Yeah. You can at least swing by, see that they will open in about 3.5 hours.
Yeah. Or see if they're out of business and they're not there anymore.
No,
you know?
they're good. They're there. No, I am telling you, you go by 3.5 hours is when they open.
If nothing else, they make a lot of money on water breathing potions for the snorkel excursions.
Yeah. They're doing fine.
Then I suppose scour out any places to stay. See if we can go ahead and lock in a room for the night at the very least.
Let's find something cheap.
Yeah. And you guys start heading towards kind of where a lot of the inns are located. And as you start approaching, you see a familiar face.
Oh.
A little bit different than the last time you saw them. His hair is longer. He seems to have different markings on his skin. It hasn't been that long since you saw him, so a lot has happened to him. But you see Grolin there, huge smile on his face going, "So you're looking for a place to stay?"
Grolin!
And that is where we'll end our episode.
Woo!
Not you!
Yay!
That's Mars, not Rokain.
I'm sure Rokain thought it.
Internally, Rokain. I was really hoping, Ygin and I in the back of our brain were like, we hope In's here. Just cuz.
Above board, I was kind of hoping we would get a normal in.
You can go stay at a normal fucking
No,
inn.
Rokain had an idea. That's all.
But anyway.
Grolin!
Yay! Grolin!
Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you had just as much fun listening as we had playing, and are just as happy to see Grolin as everyone but Mars is.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm great. I just play into the hate of him now. Like he's a good dude.
And remember,
Play to your you. Bye.
Grolin!
Hey guys, if you're a fan of all things TTRPG related, which I know you are because you're listening to us, you should go check out Crescent Moon Alchemy Co. Michaela and Ryan put all their love into their products, and a portion of each order goes to help support green initiatives. They've got a bunch of cool stuff like potion bottle dice rollers, fidgets, shirts, mugs, and an amazing backpack with more than enough room for all your adventuring gear. And so much more. We're super excited to be ambassadors for them. So go to crescentmoonalchemyco.com/RFF10 and use code RFF10 for 10% off your first order. Do you want a shirt or a poster with your favorite Ouroboros boy on it? Maybe a mug with the Ouroboros symbol? Your very own special depression blanket? Maybe a journal with Thiel's Magpie Shop logo? We have all of that and so much more in our merch store. You can find it at ttrpgswag.com/pages/roll4focus. 50% of all profits go straight to us, and 50% go to TTRPG Swag for hosting and helping. Make sure to check it out. Thank you for listening to Roll for Focus. Make sure to rate and review wherever you listen. Episodes are edited and transcribed by the Roll for Focus team. Character art is by Miedek. She can be found at linktree/Miedek. That's MEDEKH. Intro-outro music is The Last Dragon by Alex Bass. Background music is by Christopher Gallivan. You can follow all our socials, which can be found on our website, rollforfocus.com, or in our link tree. If you want to do more to support us, you can make donations at our Ko-fi or subscribe to our Patreon for as little as $1 a month for all sorts of goodies like access to character sheets, games in and out of character, mini campaigns, shoutouts at the end of the episodes, and more.
Hey everyone, thank you all so much for all the support you give. We especially want to thank our patrons, like those who have found enlightenment and know that it's best to play to your you, like Luchik and MN House of Cats. Thank you guys so much. We couldn't do this without you.
Mars, pronouns he, they. I'll be playing Rokain. Ooh.
Or
Our
somebody.
ever-changing
Fightbarian,
Fightbarian.
yeah.
Or fighter. Sometimes you say that instead.
I'm so used to saying fighter that, yeah, we're getting used to it. Okay. Mars, pronouns he, they. I'll be playing our... No, fuck. Holy shit.
Ever-changing
I'm Mars, pronouns he,
Fightbarian.
they. I'll be playing Rokain, our ever-changing Fightbarian.
I don't know why.
This is a great start to the morning.
Mars, pronouns he...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine.
Just as I knew I should got back to bed this morning anyway. Cody, pronouns she, they. I'll be playing Ygin, our lovely single dad rogue. I'm off now too. Our lovely single dad, Leon and Ygin. There we go. Aren't you glad you have the easiest intro? You just have the tiefling sorcerer.
Maybe we should have postponed this.
A+ for Artemis.
A+ for Artemis.
I'll give you a
Jesus
gold
Christ.
sticker.
Yay!
Not a gold star, a gold sticker.
Yeah, it'll be just a circle.
Oh.
Ready, steady, Mars. Which we didn't say Ready, Steady, Mars before we got
did
started.
it. That's why we're all
That's
fucked
why
up.
it was a cursed beginning. We didn't Ready, Steady, Mars.
Okay, ready, steady, Mars?
Ready,
Ready,
Steady,
Steady,
Mars.
Ready, steady, me.